All right, guys. So this is going to be pretty informal. I'm shooting on my phone camera here, and so the audio and the picture quality is going to be slightly different. I'm also in a hoodie right now. I'm not really cleaned up or shaved, so let's just not worry about that or talk about it, shall we? But anyway, what we got here is just a little channel update and what I'm doing. I'm pretty excited what's going on. Back here, yeah, we're repainting, but under here I got my cameras and a bunch of my computers just to keep them pretty safe. And we can see the old color. I'll show you the old color. It's like this green that you've seen in the past, and then we pan around here to the new color. Now this new color, this is where my desk used to sit right here, and this was, or let's just say this new color is a, what's it called? Dark? No, not dark. It's called Distant Star. That's what it's called. And so I'm really liking the color. There's only one coat on it so far, but over here you can see this is where the She-Hulk and the Dark Dragon used to sit up on the shelf right there. So that's not going to change. I don't believe that's all going to stay the same because we actually just painted over top of the holes where I was mounting everything. So I don't want that visible. If I was to change my mind and put the desk over here, either I'd have to hide something or whatnot. But I think everything's going to stay the same. I'm pretty sure. But again, we have to put another coat on here, and then we will continue because we did bleed it over onto the green. I just didn't want to do this yet because I want to get it back up and running as fast as I can because I do not have an editing PC right now. So I want to show you my new desk now because that's the exciting part. All right, as we walk out here through the mess, through my doorway, there she is. That is a butcher block from Home Depot. This is kind of the idea of the IKEA slash Alex drawer setup that I'm going to have, and I really didn't even want to mention that because I think it's kind of cliche, or just a lot of people are doing that, but it's one of the cheapest ways you can do this. And I went even cheaper than having the Alex drawers and IKEA top. So this came from Home Depot. This was pretty expensive, but it's solid wood, and we have 25 inches by 8 foot total. And right now, just the wood sealer is on it. That's all done. And now we have to put the poly on it. And just to give a little shout out to my fiance, she's the one that's really been doing this. She put the sealer on it. She put, or did all the sanding, put the sealer on it. She's probably going to be the one that's going to do all the poly work. But I just want to give her credit, so thank you very much. And as we turn our heads over to here, I basically have the Alex drawers, but this is from Amazon. Not nearly as expensive. I think both of these were, I think like $160, $170 for two of them. It's a 5-drawer setup, and you can kind of make out the part number or whatever if you wanted to look those up. But anyway, this sits at a perfect height for what I think I'm going to do, but I do have some, we're not going to put on the wheels, and the top is not, or the top, the butcher block, that is, it's not going to sit on the top of this directly. There are going to be some adjustable feet on it, so I can get this at a perfect height. I don't know if I'm going to put feet on the bottom or not. It just depends on the height that it sits at. And you can see this is my old desk right here, and I have all the cable management I believe that I'm going to need. I really hope I have all the cable management. That's going to make it look really nice when we get done. And I just turned on the other light that I had over here just to give you a better look. But the other idea, so if I have the drawer set up here and another one on this side, that leaves the center pretty unoccupied as far as any kind of warpage over time. Now this is solid wood, so I shouldn't have really that big of an issue. But in the event that it may have an issue, when this is against the wall, well, actually I have to keep it away from the wall a little bit because I do have to get my monitor tripod thing, whatever you want to call it. The monitor mount swivels on the back of this, so they have to clip on the back of it. And I have to do my cable management because all the cables are going to go out the back. But underneath, I'm going to put a couple of really short 2x4s and just mount them to the wall. Probably like one right here, or just do one in the center, quite frankly. Maybe just one in the center that's about 4 to 6 inches long. Mount that to a 2x4 in the wall, or a 2x6, whatever the framing is. And then that'll keep that part from going down. And you won't see any legs or anything underneath. So I think that's going to work out perfectly fine. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. You can see just garbage, and that's kind of just my monitor that I look at if I am doing up close stuff. I need to make sure it's on focus or whatnot. But everything else, yeah, I think is falling into place very, very well. But that desk is going to, we need to put 2 coats of poly on it, and that's going to take several hours because you need to do 1 coat. Then you need to wait a few hours, even maybe more, like 6, 7, 8 hours. Then you need to sand it. Then you need to put another coat on. And then you need to wait 3 days minimum before you can start handling it. And I think the cure time, if I'm not mistaken, the full cure time is like something like 20 to 30 days. So even putting like my PC up on top of it, I'm a little concerned. I don't know. I've never done it. I've never dealt with poly or that kind of thing. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever worked with poly, if it's going to be an issue. But, you know, my computer's got to be on top of it. The monitor's got a clamp to it, even though there's some rubber feet on both of those things. And that's about it. But I think it's going to look great. And, oh, by the way, those drawers are a black. So it's a black finish. So I think it's going to look good with this table that I have here because it's got black legs. And so it'll have a black accent over there. I think that's going to tie everything really nice. And I do have plans maybe for that wall later on with like some cubes or something I might put in there. I'm not sure yet, but we'll talk about that when the day comes. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave the comments down below. Hit that thumbs up button, and see y'all next time.